Greetings, folks. Told you guys I'd get my selfie stick out here. My ultralight selfie stick. I broke a piece of it off on accident and I'm using it still. I like to reuse things, you know. Whenever you can, it's good to do that. So what's good? How is my little community? My friends out there, how are the warriors of truth and love and seekers of these things and light workers? How are you guys doing? Good. Well, I'm going to try to do this one really more professional. Not really, but I'm going to try to do like segments. And I know I said that I was going to try to do that with another video, but I'm going to try to learn that. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to take the time to do it. So yeah, move your lymph. Move your lymph. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. And I just want to also just say thank you for anyone who's watched my videos and especially if you got some stuff out of them. You know, I love the comments and the like and all that. Subscribe if you like my style, you know, but hey. Yeah, I just want to say thanks, because this, like, doing this is not, like I've said before, not something that, like, I'm definitely introverted. I'm definitely just like, I need and I'm breaking out of my being a recluse, you know. So this is not the type of thing I would do. So it's just forcing me to grow and forcing me to give back and shine my light, you know. And so that is why I want to thank you guys for that, because it's really amazing to have this whatever this is. So yeah, I hope I've been helping you guys, and don't give up. But once you can move your lymph, I wasn't able to move my lymph for 2 years because I wasn't filtering good, and I just, you know, when do you move your lymph? Well, you want to move it when your body is telling you that it's okay. But if you're still like stuck in bed in a lot of pain, super weak, and if you're not filtering your lymphatic waste out your kidneys, then you're gonna be hurting, and you don't want to do rigorous exercise. Trust me. And this is from my experience. This is not just me, you know, learning from the masters that I've learned from. So anywho, yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like, you gotta move that lymph. And I'm telling you, since the last 3 months of finally being able to be like physically active, I haven't been totally training like I used to before I got sick, but I've been training and just doing a lot of different stuff. Like, climbed a mountain 2 days ago, and then yesterday I went to the climbing gym, and just like, it's just amazing. But anyways, it's like, once I started moving my lymph, I really saw that, wow, I really saw the power and the truth of it, where, wow, this was the missing link my whole life, like being sick my whole life and with all the health problems. And everything's connected in the body, and the lymph is connected to everything in that. It's all connected. So once I started being able to move it, like, I've been able to eliminate a lot more. Especially, I haven't been always looking at my filtration lately, but and my bowels just eliminate so much, because I'm still not digesting that much, barely. I'm not 100% healed. This is not an easy path, but I am like, whew, compared to, you know, these last 3 months has been like a million times better than the first 2 years of this. So that's something right there. So when you move your lymph, like now, yeah, especially I wanted to say, my skin is a lot better. I don't itch on the skin as much, barely at all. Not like it used to be. So that just means my everything's working better. And then my lungs, that's the biggest one that I've noticed about my elimination. Like I rarely ever would eliminate out my lungs because I've just got this big pocket of lymph that my whole life I've had asthma, allergies, super. I can't live a normal life still. I still have, issues. I'm not 100% healed, but that doesn't mean this ain't the truth. So, but like even on my water fast, 12 days water and coconut water, and I did like a mixture. And that whole thing, I stopped too early because it was getting so freaking intense. And that's just, if you want to, there's certain things that you might not get on a solid food vacation or being 100% fruit or raw for years and years and years, that you're going to have to do a water fast if you really want to get true radiant, just powerful, amazing health. So that's something that's been on my mind for a while. It just has to be the right setting, and it has to be, the right, it has to be the right time. But my body's been telling me you need to do some more fasting over and over. So, but I don't know if I mentioned that, but basically, especially now that I've been able to move my lymph. Like I said, all my channels of elimination seem to be working even better, and especially my lungs and my skin, all of them. And but my lungs, like I would just be still stuck. All this, and that's lymphatic. That's not asthma. That's mucus and crap that's been in there since birth and throughout my life of eating horribly. Very clean eating for a lot of my life, but very acidic and very high protein, and just clean doesn't always mean good. If you're eating a ton of whatever you're eating, meat, pistachios, almond butter. So now that I've now that I've been able to really move my lymph, man, how I'm eliminating, I'm noticing like on a daily basis, like, because it's always before this, it's rare, even on the juice fast, even on the 115 days on juice, rarely would I ever eliminate out of the lungs, and I would eliminate all the time. I would, but it would be clear, and that's not good. So lately, the last 3 months, I've been like almost on a daily basis, usually when I wake up, if I've not eaten for as long as possible the night before and waited and done some intermittent fasting of some type, then it's like, dang, the lymph is just moving like crazy, and it's like yellow and green stuff. So that's what we're talking about, and that's what we're going after here. We're trying to eliminate this crap from our body. As you guys might remember, back in the first most of my videos before this, you could tell I just had like so much mucus. I was clogged because you could hear my always post-nasal drip, and I still have that sometimes, especially if I eat too much, and if my body's trying to eliminate, but it's not all the time. So it's just beautiful once you start getting these nuggets of realization, and you really understand, and you really didn't just read this stuff in a book. You did do that, because that's smart. Always be informed, and always try to find the right information, right? But this is through my deep experience, and believe me, I've had so many times in my life where I got really sick, and one time in particular, probably 10 years or so ago, where I couldn't talk for like 6 months, like not every day, but I was so hoarse, coughing so hard when I stopped smoking cigarettes. The 2 years after I stopped smoking, there was a 6-month period there when I was so freaking, like my body was trying to eliminate so hard, and it just couldn't do it. Like it was rarely eliminating, and it took changing my diet to, you know, fruits, vegetables, but a lot of cooked food, a lot of better food, a lot of clean food, a lot of grass-fed this, organic meat that, and went gluten and dairy free. That stuff was nothing compared to being, you know, all raw. You know, even with salads you're going to eliminate. Even with avocados, you're going to detox and eliminate. It just depends on how serious the matter is, you know. And you guys should know for yourselves. Look within. That's the intuition. It's the powerful, powerful stuff. And you would know within if you should be going 100% fruit, doing a solid food vacation, whatever it is, or 100% fruit solid vacation, solid food vacation. So, yeah, okay, well, I'm going to, I kind of have a really long day. This will be most likely the longest day I've had in a long time. And I was starting to get pretty fit, and then I went to Florida and all this, and then it's a snowstorm in Colorado, and it was just, so I'm not super but I'm gonna make it. It's like a 14 miles round, give or take, and I'm going to Santa Fe Baldy. I believe it's pretty dang sure it's the highest peak that is closest to Santa Fe. Yeah, it is. And but it's got a long approach. And I brought my micro spikes. As you can see back there, a lot of the trail has been really icy and snowy. And I got my my Merrill like summer shoes. They have holes in them, so I'm like trying not to like get them wet. And plus, I always bring a lot of extra gear because I'm almost always solo, which is really, I know I always make good decisions, but you never know what can happen. And so, but I brought extra socks and even some toe warmers because I knew I'd be in the woods for a lot of this. I haven't even seen a view of the peak yet. I've been going for 2.5 miles or so. So, yeah. And this one, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I thought the elevation gain wouldn't be that much, but going down, just approaching it, I've been going down a lot, so I'm gonna have to regain a lot after I summit. So, but that's just a bunch of blah blah blah. I'm a mountain nerd, so I love it. I love you guys, and I think I'm gonna tune back in with you guys later. Yeah, gonna tune in with you later, and welcome back, guys. Boy, I've had a crazy day. So I didn't end up summiting yesterday because I kind of rushed and just like didn't really research the trail, and I like went on this other trail because the trail went like both ways. And like there's all these other trails, and totally just spaced it. I didn't think it would be that. I thought it would be a little more well marked. It was my fault though yesterday, but I still enjoyed the day, and I was just like, I'm just gonna rest. This is great. I got some sun. I did, like I said, 6 miles or something yesterday, so it was still a pretty good day, and got a lot of sun, a lot of air, and went to this basically like Japanese kind of like a hot spring place that I've known about for a while. I've never been to it, and it's not a hot spring, but it's like it. And the water is like from like a really deep well, and it's really mineralized, and it's like super, super healing going there. I'm probably gonna go there tonight too. And I also got a massage, like a really amazing massage. It had been a while since I had one. So yeah, this happens sometimes, you know. And today it was even worse. Today it was definitely like, man, the trails are not well marked here. Like sometimes you'll see a sign, but it's like at the intersections, it's like it's not telling you where. So I did probably 2 miles out of the way today, maybe 2.5 miles out of the way, and a lot of elevation gain out of the way. But that's all, you know, that's part of the journey. That's part of it. You know, I get it's just like the detox, like, or just like life, you know, and you can't find the way, and you might think that what you're doing isn't going to heal you or something. You're on the right track. You just gotta like sit back, tune in, and look at the map. Look at the map, and however that is for you, you know, you gotta know how to just get centered. You know, I wasn't super centered yesterday or today, but pretty close. But still, it's like, yeah, it's just this whole trail basically was in the trees, so I couldn't really tell where the summit was for a while, and just blah blah blah. But it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It was good. It's like, I feel like yesterday was like me trying to tap into the divine feminine, you know. I try to listen to both sides, and today it was just more like go get it. And so all I have to say is, like, I'm in so much awe right now at the level of like I'm not even tired at all, and I went way out of the way, and I'm not even completely healed, but all I had was like 2 quarts of orange juice today, and it's like 5 o'clock almost. And for me, that's huge. You know, I haven't been overeating at all lately, basically, a couple times, but like I've been like 98, 99% raw for a couple weeks now. It's a big difference from wherever I was before, 70 to whatever percent to 80%, you know. But once you it's just so I'm in awe, and it's just like I want to see how far I can go with this. Like, I know that next year, in a year, I'll be like exceeding where I was before, because today was like I didn't feel tired at one time. I'm not bragging, I'm just sharing, you know. And it's just amazing, like, just on orange juice. So I have to share this. And yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get any good pictures of the summit. Like I said, the whole route has basically been in the trees, and you can only get glimpses of it. And then, like, going way out of the way, I got kind of a late start, and I just went up to the summit and and went right back down. So I just I don't want to hike too much in the dark tonight. I'll probably have to a little bit here, because I still have about 4 miles or something, and the sun's about to set in about 40 minutes. So, whew, yeah, I gotta talk louder. uh, but the lymph, move your lymph. 75% of the fluid in your body is lymph fluid. Only 25% is blood. And once you're able to, once you're filtering, once you're feeling better, once you start moving that lymph, and you're just going to see your health just accelerate, and your elimination just accelerate. Like one of my favorite things to do is a rebounder. It's been a while. I haven't been back home for so long. But rebounder, swimming, any kind of exercise is good. But I'm telling you, if you're not feeling good, you don't want to do it. It's just going to make things harder. And it's just going to be more pain. So at some point, those kidneys will bust open, and he'll be right where I am. And you're just going to be in complete awe. And like, I don't even know. Like, I'm in so much awe. I have so much gratitude to, like, I don't know, just be able to make it through this and be able to, it's just part of my journey, you know, my health journey of not knowing what the heck was going on. But once you connect the dots, check out the lymph system. And I'm planning on at some point doing a more in-depth video on the whole lymphatic system. So, yeah, so, sorry, but there's a story for that right there. So I told you earlier in the first part of this that now that I can move my lymph, my lungs have been eliminating a lot. And today, just being on orange juice, like at the summit, and just going up the summit. Once I got there, the wind was like, well, going up it, the wind was really, really bad. I mean, not really, really bad, but it was very, very alkaline. But it was pretty windy, so that's why I didn't do a video up there, you know, and I didn't have time. I'm gonna have to start jogging in a minute, but yeah, the wind was so alkaline, and I was just like running on OJ, and you know, not having much stuff in my gut, and the stuff that I started to eliminate up there, right, going down from the top. Ooh, so that's you. Like I told you earlier, usually I eliminate like in the mornings, and sometimes it's other times of the day. But today it's like eliminating at like 3:30, and it was like that's the most elimination I've seen like later on in the day, if that makes sense, in a long, long time. And so but it wasn't that much. At the same time, it was green and yellow, but it wasn't that much. But it's just more of a affirmation that things are opened up, and they're gonna start really just pouring. That stuff's just gonna come out of me. The stuff that's been plaguing me my whole life, stuff that's just stuck throughout my whole body, coated. So once you guys experience this, you know, then you'll see. It's the truth. So yeah, it's, you know, it's like I said earlier, like if you feel like you're lost, or you went on the wrong trail, or something like that, you got to get introspective, contemplate things, and just don't panic. Don't ever panic. Don't panic. Just relax and figure it out. Be like, oh, that was like me today. That's that ice patch that I was trying to avoid, you know, or that has low battery. That was the ice patch that I remembered, you know. And so then you just retrace your steps. Sometimes you'll go back to the cooked and stuff, but you're always going to come back. And the longer I do this, like, it's just getting so much easier to stay very high raw. And it's just like now that I feel like this, and I'm just enjoying, you know, what nature has to offer so much. It's like there's no reason, like, it's just getting less and less and less. And I see what happens when I eat it. I see exactly what happens. So I'm trying to think what else. Oh, there's a few things I wanted to talk about, but I didn't rest at all today. You know, I didn't rest. I just went, and but, you know, if my body was like, don't push yourself, I wouldn't have done it. Like yesterday, it was telling me to rest. So, lucky for me, I just I was able to get on top today. Santa Fe Baldy. Man, this it's about 12,600 feet or something, and I hope this is still recording. But this whole, you know, if you guys have been to like New Mexico, Arizona, the desert, or, you know, like the Four Corners, those parts of Utah and Colorado, you know what I mean. When it's the energy is thick here. It's very wild out here. So it really affects me out here, and so I know that was part of the challenge, you know. But there's an intersection up here that I want to make sure I'm going the right way, since I had all these issues earlier, and it looks like it's a really low battery. So I hope this is still recording, and a lot of peace, a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of just abundance and just contentment and for you guys. And I just wish you guys, I'm sorry I always get into the spiritual stuff, but that's just what it is, you know. And this you know, it's all about growth. When you accomplish a goal, that's why I do this, because it feels so freaking good when you accomplish these goals that might be challenging, you know. So I don't know, I'm here for you guys, and thanks for watching. And hey, maybe this one will turn out okay. And yeah, goodbye, guys.